That is your file for
all the project that we have.
So this is what we do. We would not know exactly what is in the file. After your testimony, we will give you apply for a stand down to allow you to arrange the file and tell us what is, and have a cover note as to what is in the file.
Yeah.
Do you understand that?
Yeah.
It's much easier that way. So I will return you this file. We will call you back after a break so that you will have a cover note for this.
Yeah, I think the next witness coming is also going to, because they are the one who have really gone through this, the process. Yeah,
thank you.
That's Silvia.
Yes, we apply to have the documents admitted into evidence and marked accordingly. The file, we will sort it out and have a list of all the documents it contains so that we will apply to have it admitted after break.
Okay.
Yes, you indicated that you were sending for admission the copy of the MOU which is signed. Do you have the copy of the MOU?
The photocopy.
Together with the photocopy?
Yes, I made an application that the witness did not provide the signed MOU. He said he will bring it. He will bring the signed MOU.
So you are requesting that we admit the receipt?
Yes.
Only the receipt?
The receipt and the invoice and the photocopy, so that when the witness brings the original document, we can replace it accordingly.
The Memorandum of Understanding on a cooperation framework between Austin City Council, Banjul City Council, and Mbolo Association on the implementation of the EU project, which is City Link Austin Banjul, Partnership for Sustainable City Development. The said MOU is unsigned and undated, and this, together with an invoice marked as paid, dated the 28th of July, 2022. The paid invoice indicates the sum of 1,721,500. These two documents are admitted in evidence as exhibit, and they are marked as LGC/BCC/MS in brackets 1/002.
As the commission places. Now, why was there no contract? Why did you not have a contract signed?
Why?
Why did you not sign a contract?
We went into a MOU.
Yes, I'm asking, why did you not sign a contract? Now you're entering into a business.
No, it's not a business, it's a charitable organization.
So there is no profit?
No.
Okay.
All what I'm doing there is free of charge in Fandema for the students of Gambia.
But you were paid for the training that you rendered. Is that not the case?
Yeah, this is all the activities going on there. That's what we do.
Yeah, but you have charged for the training. That's what I'm saying. So how is it a free activity?
I mean?
You have charged a fee for the training that you have rendered.
Yes, the training.
Yes.
That is
So
everything.
how is that a free service?
No, I was referring to what we render in the school in Fandema.
That's what is that?
That's the women development training in solar and then all the activities.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
It's a training. I'm talking about your MOU with B.C.C.
Yes, that one, the cost that we put there is to finance all the activities from children to go there and all the materials that we do, and the people engage to receive their DSA and the food that we provide for all the training, and the safety materials, plus the health and the vaccination for scavengers and everybody related.
And your financial statement would clearly explain all this.
When you look at the file here, everything will explain to that, how the payments is done in and out, and all the signatures with all the relevant documents. They are all here.
All right. So,
yes.
so you received 50% of the payment?
50% of the payment.
Right,
That's
so
what I rendered to you.
All right. So upon receipt of this 50%, what was done? Upon receipt of this 50%,
Yeah, if I can give you a report on that, that says whatever is done. Is right.
all right.
That's the full report of the activity report.
We apply to tender the report on activity safety and hygiene, cleansing service staff and scavengers under the MOU between Mbolo, Ostend and B.C.C. for the project City Link Ostend Banjul Partnership for Sustainable City into evidence as an exhibit.
The report on activity, safety and hygiene, cleansing service, staff and scavengers under the MOU between Mbolo, Ostend and B.C.C. for the project City Link Ostend Banjul Partnership for Sustainable City. The report was prepared in January 2024. This report is admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/BCC/MS in brackets 1/003.
As the commission places. Now, we go through your MOU on page 4, where you have the solar spin-offs coordination. It says you have to organize food processing and preservation trainings and set up an equipped knowledge center. Was this done?
Not yet.
Why?
Because they were constructing upon the finishing, the completion of the center. This is when this has to come.
Set up of a fully equipped laundromat. That's where you wash your clothes, correct?
That's why we provide all the materials.
Was it done?
The equipments were bought here for the laundry and everything.
But then it was not, you did not set up the facility.
Because the buildings were not ready by then.
What equipment did you buy? You have these invoices, and
yes, they are all here, all the materials.
who purchased this equipment?
Huh?
Who did the purchasing?
The purchasing
procurement
is done by the finance department.
Which finance department?
Our finance.
The finance department.
Yes, yes.
The agreement you've had state that you have to do it in line with GPPA regulations, that you follow GPPA regulations.
Well, I think that one we need to get the people involved to answer.
Who are the people involved?
The next person coming from our side, the finance team.
Can you tell us how they procure the...
How they procure the materials, yes.
All right. Now, it says as well, number 3, to set up a free charging station for electronic devices. That's done?
This is when the solar system is set and everything, and that is not done.
Okay? 4, coordinate start up of a fully equipped canteen restaurant at Caribbean Island linked to the Garden Knowledge Center and food processing. Is that done?
All those are linked to the building and everything when they are renovating.
You have the training and coordination, business startup, entrepreneurship trainings. That was done?
I say all those things are linked to the...
I have to go through
Not
it.
yet, not yet.
That's how it works.
No, not with me.
I cannot just assume that when you say all, you mean everything that has been stated in.
Yeah.
It is a public hearing.
Okay, thank
All
you.
right, so please just allow me to go through some of the things that are stated in the MOU.
All right.
Number 2, still under the training and coordination, set up of a bike repair center for training on electrical tricycles, maintenance and repair. Not done.
Not done, no.
The 3, set up of welding workshop for production of furnace, solar dryers, and picture frames as part of technical training. It's not done.
Not done.
4, you have to document all activities through the production of Mbolo in-house video. Is that done? No? Is the answer no, sir?
Huh?
Is the answer no?
No.
All right. So now, the 50% you are paid, then you have spent it on the training and the purchase or procurement of some of the goods.
And then offering the services for the vaccine and all that things.
The vaccine.
Yes.
And you have the receipts for that.
All the documents are here.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I'm doing.
Are there questions for this witness? Otherwise, we'll call the next witness in relation to how they were doing the procurement of this.
Yes. Mr. Sambou, how do you relate the report on activity, safety, and hygiene to the components that have been read out to you, which you said were related to the unfinished building? That is why you could not implement some of those activities.
Yeah. You know, the related to hygiene is about the waste management.
Yes.
Because normally all our...
It's not a component of what have been read to you?
No, this goes on with the waste management part. That is what, to train the technicians and the people who are responsible for the waste and everything, the segregation. But we are doing waste segregation training. So in that way, we prepare them, equip them and everything.
No.
And sanitize them.
Maybe you did not get my question.
Yes.
I said, how would you relate the report on activity, safety, and hygiene to what you were supposed to have executed under the MOU, which have been read to you?
Yes. Yes.
This report, does it have any connection with the activities that you were supposed to do under the MOU?
The report provided under the disbursement, the first disbursement. It have related with that.
Does it have any relation to the activities in that MOU?
Yes, in the MOU, the report,
It
yes.
has?
It has, yes.
So you have done these activities?
All that is in the report is done here.
All this is done?
Yes, all that is done.
That is what I wanted to
Thank you,
confirm.
thank you. I didn't understand it before. All that is done.
All right.
Thank you.
Mr. Sambou, page 3 of the MOU, where you have the deliverables by Mbolo Association. Number 1 says, or states, you are to implement a pilot program on organic waste management in schools and organize training on processing organic waste and composting. What is this about?
This is what we have done on how to segregate waste. That is to show that we can add value to the waste that we have. Means when you separate the waste, you can use the organic waste and then create compost from it. So this is the project that we came to.
This you have to do in schools. Which are these the schools?
School trainings, that is the schools around.
You've done that?
Yes, it's done. I think it's related in the report there. So
but have you done this? How many schools did you have this training?
I can't recall because the technicians who done it. I can't recall.
We will give you the report.
I can't recall it.
So that you guide us through the schools that you have conducted these trainings.
Sorry, Council, I can't see it here.
So it is not there.
Yeah, it's not here. So this is all on the staffs and then the scavengers and then. Yes,
So it is not there. So you can't tell us whether
No.
that also was met or not.
Maybe that one is not yet met. It will come after the thing.
After the what?
I said that one is not met yet.
May I have the report? So why you said it will come after? After what?
You know, the whole MOU, it's on, how to call it, it's related to the payment and everything.
No,
Yes.
you have had 50% of
Yes.
the amount was paid, and so the training should go in by the MOU. The 50% was meant to cover the entire service that you are to deliver.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Going by the MOU. I'm just going strictly by the MOU.
Yes.
We'll come to the report after.
Okay.
If you look at the MOU, let me just guide you. You have a copy of the MOU?
No, I didn't have the copy. I delivered that. I tendered the
Let me ask you to be given a copy of the MOU on page 4, where you have the conditions of co-financing. Are we together?
Page 4, yes.
Are we together?
Yes, I will.
So that it's really, it says Mbolo receives $3,443,000, right? That is what you are to receive. 2 says as full consideration for the service performed by Mbolo Association under the terms of this agreement, disbursement of funds by BCC shall be A, advance payment of 50% within 30 days of contract signature.
Yes.
Now, I suggest, or I want to believe you're talking about within 30 days of the signing of the MOU. That's why I asked in the beginning whether you have had a contract separate from the MOU or not.
I cannot remember.
You cannot remember.
Yeah.
But if you've had a contract, you would have known. But you distinguished the two. You had said that what you had is an MOU,
An MOU,
and
yes.
not a contract.
Yeah, that's what we had.
But please, you need to speak louder, please.
Yes, I said the MOU. is what we had.
Exactly. So the reason why I was asking that, because the terms and conditions of the MOU suggest that it's a contract, but then it also says in the MOU that upon signing of the contract.
Yes.
Now, which contract is this referring to?
I can't really tell you exactly. Maybe we just need to check back and see.
But you don't know whether a contract was signed.
I can't remember. That's what. Yeah.
Can you please speak up?
I said I can't remember.
We are not hearing what you're saying.
I can't remember. That's what I said.
Thank you.
Now, let me read further. It says, I repeat, A, advance payment of 50% within 30 days of contract signature. B, payment of 30% after approval of the interim report, due after 6 months of project implementation. And C, 20% after the approval of the final report. So the other 50% will be paid in 2 installments. 30% after you have done your interim report,
Yes.
which suggests the 50% payment, initial payment, was for the execution of the full agreement. So that the other 50%, it depends on your report, the evaluation of your interim report, and then other 20% after the approval of the final report.
Yes.
Right? Right?
Right.
Do you
That's
agree with me?
50%. That's what we receive. Yes.
Yes, and that 50% should cover all the deliverables and all the services you are to render. You agree with me?
Yes, but it is not, how to call it, we did not finish all the work.
I agree.
Yes.
I'm saying you going by the MOU, you should have finished all the work upon receipt of the 50%. And you will prepare a report, which will be termed as an interim report, which will be, of course, be evaluated, and after which you will be paid 20% after approval of the final report.
Yes.
So when you receive the 50%, every work that was supposed to be done by you should have been done, 100%.
Under a good condition, if everything is done by them, because it doesn't depend on me. We need to work in a place, so it was under construction, so that was why nothing was able to
Just
do.
ask you, one of the trainings that you have to do at the schools, you cannot figure out whether it was done or not. That has nothing to do with conditions that are to be provided for a building to be erected or not.
Yes.
is for you to just identify the schools, identify the trainees, roll out or map out your training models, and then you conduct
Yeah,
it.
the issue is me, I'm the co-founder, I'm not the one who is exhibiting it. For sure, the technicians will be able to finance, so I can check back and see whether they've done this school.
This is the issue.
That's it, yes.
Because you are the co-founder, it's a charitable organization, you have said, and you are the one, you're the head, you're the one who's responsible, you're the one that they visited, you're the one who took them around,
That's
had
it.
meetings with them, had an agreement with them, signed,
Yes.
I suppose, any document is supposed to be signed, payments made to you, you administer the payment.
Just allow me to talk to the technician, the trainer. Maybe if I ask him, he will be able to give me this list, whether he have gone to the schools to do all these things, okay?
All right.
That one is that. I supposed to be on top of it, of course. That's what I'm doing. That's my role. I don't have to say no to that because I'm the leader.
And it would have been in the report also, but then we will give you more time to,
Yeah.
to
That's not a
verify all
problem.
this.
For that anyway, that's it.
Turn to page 3. Page 3 will help us to probably cement what we are trying to say in relation to your 50%. It talks about the report, the responsibility of Mbolo. If you look at paragraph K,
Paragraph?
K
Okay, yes.
says interim report after 9 months and final report 2 months after the end of the contract implementation. So this is why I said the 50% is premised on execution of all functions. Now, the deliverables still the health checkup.
Yes.
Who conducted this health checkup?
Innovas.
Innovax.
Yes.
All right? And the people that received this health services,
They are the people engaged in the project.
how many? Do you have the list, of course? Will you have the list?
I
The
think that
payments
is,
made to Innovax and
it's captured in the report, that one, hold that.
in this report.
In the report of Innovats and all that. It's captured. I think you can go over it and see a little bit.
You have it? If you don't have it, we'll give you time, Sambou.
If I have what?
You're coming. If you don't see it now, you're coming back after break. We will give you time to come back.
You mean if I don't see what?
You're looking for the report of Innovax report.
I said we captured that in the report that you have there.
Okay, this report.
Yes, in
All right,
Innovats.
let me give you the report.
Innovats,
then. I thought you were looking at a different report. Let me hand you over the exhibit LGC B.C.C. plus MS bracket 1003.
That's this one. Yes. That's the Innovats. That's this one, I think. Yeah. The MOU.
How much was paid to Innovax? Do you know?
I can't recall, bro.
You can't recall.
Yeah, but here I think we can check in the.
Note it down. These are the specific informations we will need when you come back.
Yeah.
Do you have it down?
I think you will have it in the file here, please. This file contains everything, all the payments
So please
we do.
note it down.
Yes, we can check
these
that. When on break, I can check it and
Yes,
see.
just,
Yeah.
but just write it down. These are specific information we will need from
That's
you
the
as well.
payment to Innova. no?
Innovax.
Yes.
And why do you have a report that is not authenticated from Innovax? It's not signed. Is this how you receive the report, sir? The report from Innovax is not signed by anyone.
It's not signed.
There's no name or stamp or any form of authorization from Innovax. Is that how this is how you receive it?
That's how I receive it here. But
But what? Is this how you received it? The document, the report, it has no name, no signature. It must be prepared by someone who would have authenticated the document to show that yes, this is the report that was prepared for the activity or service rendered by Innovax.
that they have done.
Come again, sir?
I said this is what I have here for the moment.
And this is the original. It is the original form you have.
This is what I have here for the moment. I need to check, please.
All right.
Yes.
Sam, I will assist you again. We will apply to have this admitted in its current state. Please provide us with information whether you have an original document that is authorized or indicated by Innovax. Can you do that?
Yes, I can request for it.
We apply to tender a report as presented by the witness. It is not signed. It is not indicated in any form. It says Innovax Global Health, with Mbolo Association B.C.C Health Screening, B.C.C Custodians Health Screening, into evidence as an exhibit.
And on sign Innovax Global Health, Mbolo Association B.C.C Health Screening, B.C.C Custodians Health Screening. This document is admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/BCC/MS in brackets 1/004.
As the commission places. Now, back to the report on activity safety and hygiene. You have trainers, correct?
Yes.
Experts in, I'm assuming they are experts in the areas that they will be rolling out these trainings, correct?
Yes.
Now, the report on page 8, you have the schedule for waste management.
Yes.
Figure 6 says from 9 to 9:15. I don't know whether it's PM or AM. I presume it is AM. It says opening remarks and project presentation. It says You have 9:15 to 9:30, you have an introduction to the workshop, the Mbolo Association. Who did this one?
Silvia and Lamin.
Okay. And you have 9:30 to 10, you have introduction to waste management, Mbolo Association, Lamin A. Sonko. Who is Lamin A. Sonko?
Is the field officer.
What is his qualification?
He has a B.C.C.
In what?
In development studies.
What does that have to do with waste management?
What does that do?
Have to do with waste management?
Because he's an environmentalist also. He's been trained in our institution.
That doesn't make him an expert, does it?
He is an assistant to the expert.
Who is the expert?
Silvia.
Sylvia. Who is Sylvia?
Sylvia, she's the co-founder of Mbolo Association.
That's your wife?
Yes.
That's the expert. But even an assistant, you have to have some form of education in this area to be assisting the expert. Is that not the case?
Yes.
So why did you not have the expert to roll out this training as opposed to the assistant who is not qualified?
He acquired some training.
Is he certified? Is he certified?
Yeah.
No?
I can't tell you.
No, you know the answer is no. Sam.
Okay.
Just say no. We move on. Is that not the case? He is not certified.
Okay.
Not okay. My issue is, and you can always dispute that, just for the record, so that we have
Yes.
the correct position. I will just tell you what we think,
Okay.
based on what we see.
That's right.
Lamin A. Sonko does not have the qualification for what he is teaching. Do you agree with me?
I think he has the experience.
Experience?
Yes.
What kind of experience? How many years of experience?
He has been working with us in this, and then he has a mentor who is with him.
Still.
Yes.
Still, you don't pay $1.something million, have a contract for $3.something million just to have someone who will teach you at that serious level things that they did not really have a formal education, technically, really.
Yeah.
And you have Lamin A. Sonko roll out most of the trainings, and then you also have the closing remarks, of course, from B.C.C. But let's move on. That's the first day. We have, and that's all for waste management, just one training? 1 day training for waste management?
I think the report stated there.
Yes,
Yes.
but that's what I can see here, 1 day training.
He has gone several times, not 1 day. No. Yes.
Okay. The session for first aid, who conducted this training?
The Red Cross.
Red Cross. Were they paid for this?
Yes.
Okay. And you have the fees, the payments that in that file as well?
Yes.
All right.
And I've seen also the payment of Innovatis also. Yeah.
Okay. Which file number is that? Are the documents numbered in the file? Are the documents numbered in the file? If not, can I have the Innovax payment?
Yes, you can have it. Red Cross is also.
the following payment vouchers being payments made to Innovax by Mbolo Association are hereby presented to be admitted to evidence and marked accordingly. The first is payment voucher number 0203183. The date is 30th of June 2023. The amount is $75,000 is being payment for medical checkup at Grand Island. We have an invoice to Mbolo Association. The amount of $104,000 is payment voucher 020331, $29,000 is payment. We have 020337B, $16,000 is payment. $0203,453, $8,400 is. $12,400, 0203,714, all to be admitted into evidence and marked accordingly.
And the one for Red Cross, I spot it out, is here too.
May I please see it, please?
The payment for Red Cross. And these are all the invoices for Red Cross.
A payment voucher from Mbolo Association with voucher number 02033183, dated the 30th of June 2023, addressed to the project Crab Island, and the bank is EcoBank, and the account number is 62610052221, and payment type is bank transfer. The vendor is Innovax, and the details on the invoice is payment for medical checkup, Crab Island, and the amount is $75,000. This is prepared by Babukar Jajuse, and it is endorsed by Sylvester Ospat and approved by Malang Sambou. An invoice dated the 16th of August 2023 from Innovarex with reference IGH stroke MB Mbolo. Let me take this again. An invoice dated the 16th of August 2023. It is from Innovarex and it has reference IGH stroke Mbolo stroke 001. The description in the invoice is baseline assessment and vaccination, and it has the following components, which is the blood pressure, blood sugar, blood composition, tetanus vaccine, hepatitis B, and blood group. And the total is 104,000. The payment voucher from Mbolo dated the 22nd of August 2023. It has payment voucher number 0203331. It has the description final payment for medical checkup and vaccination for the sum of $29,000. And attached to this payment voucher is an invoice from Innovarex dated the 10th of August 2021. And it has a sum total of $104,000. A payment voucher from Mbolo Association dated the 15th of September 2023. With voucher number 0203378, and it has a total amount of $16,000 with the details of payment for medical checkup and vaccination. And attached to this payment voucher from Mbolo is an invoice from Innovarex dated the 15th of September 2023 for the said sum of $16,000. The payment voucher from Mbolo Association dated the 18th September 2023 with payment voucher number 0203453 for the sum of $8,400. And attached to this payment voucher from Mbolo is an invoice from Innovarex for the said sum of $8,400. And the last payment voucher is dated the 24th of October 2023, and it is for the sum of $12,400. And attached to this payment voucher is an invoice from Innovarex for the said sum of $12,400. These payment vouchers and invoices are admitted together in a bundle as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/BCC/MS in brackets /005.
As the Commission places. We also apply to tender the payment vouchers or made to the Gambia Red Cross. The first is payment voucher number 0203451 for the 1,600. 0203719 6,800. Yeah, to be admitted to evidence and marked accordingly.
payment voucher from Mbolo Association dated the 30th of October 2023 for the sum of 6,800, and attached to this invoice, which bears the invoice number 0203719, is Gambia Red Cross Society Banjul receipt for the sum of 6,800. The second payment voucher is from Mbolo Association dated 11th of September 2023 for the sum of 41,600. And attached to this is an invoice from Gambia Red Cross Society for the said sum of 41,600. These two vouchers are admitted together as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/BCC/MS in brackets 1/006.
As the Commission places. Now, do you have your financial statement for this? Your financial statement for this this project?
For the project?
Yes.
Let me check. Yes.
Who prepared this financial statement?
Who?
Who prepared the financial statement?
Mr. Jajusi
Okay.
from the bank, our printout, because we pay everything digital.
Okay.
Yes, online, Omni platform.
But you did not have your own. Okay, I have the expenditure list here. That is the expenditure list.
Yes.
And what is that? It was sent to B.C.C?
What?
Was the document sent to B.C.C?
As I told you, this one, the finance people are the one dealing with this directly.
Okay. Let me have it back and
Yes.
apply to have it admitted. We apply to have an expenditure list in relation to the B.C.C MOU with Austin and Mbolo Association. It's a one-page document. And together with the printout of the items procured by Mbolo Association into evidence into evidence to be marked accordingly.
Mr. Sambou, do you have a more clear expenditure
List.
yes.
I can ask the finance team.
Yes, please, because this one, the writings are so tiny,
Okay.
you cannot see it very clearly. But in the meantime, we will admit this. The expenditure for the Banjul City Link and the Banjul City Link Ostend, the Mbolo City Link, is it, can you please correct me, is it Mbolo City Link Ostend Banjul? Is that it? Because the writing is
the MOU, yes.
No, it's not the MOU, it's this expenditure sheet.
Yeah,
that you have
for the
given us.
City Link Crab Island project.
So it is the Mbolo City Link Ostend Banjul
Yes, sir. Yes.
expenditure.
Expenditure.
All right. And the training on waste management and safety and hygiene. Is this a report or a payment transaction?
These are all the financial transactions.
Financial transactions.
Yes. How we do the vouchers and then the payment receipts and then that.
You said it's payment vouchers, and
Yeah.
I see in this document salaries.
Yeah, there are other ones are for different kind of activities going on, but I have all the other ones when we.
All right. These two documents are admitted in evidence as exhibit, and they are marked as LGC/BCC/MS in brackets 1/007. So please note for you to provide us with the expenditure, and also please clarify for us this document, because by looking at it, you may not be able to understand what you are saying. If it is a financial summary statement of activities, you know, you clarify.
The ones on finance will help you on that, please.
All right,
Yeah, in a sense.
Now, the project that you've had, the contract or the MOU, you cannot really, it appears as if you had some challenges
Yes.
in executing the project.
Yes, it has challenges.
And what were these challenges at the time?
The challenges is because the place is not finished, because they are under rehabilitation, Crab Island. And then we could not go further to do all the activities according to the MOU.
Okay.
So for that, there are a lot of difficulties, and finally it was terminated.
Do you have the termination letter?
Yes, I have it here.
And who terminated the contract?
From Banjul, from the City Link.
Come again, sir?
From the City Link.
Okay.
Banjul, yeah.
I asked this because when I turn to page 22, where you have logistics of the report, as a report on activity, safety, and hygiene, it reads that as Crab Island is not yet finalized, well, I am reading as it is written word for word, verbatim, as Crab Island is not yet finalized its refurbishing, classrooms are not 100% conducive for conducting training. In addition, the training was conducted in the rainy season, and most of the days it was flooded inside. The classrooms are without any curtains, so using a project is not ideal as the classroom is too bright. Future-proof Banjul representative was always on time, and they attend and attend most of these sessions. Data collection posed another challenge for Mbolo Association during the training, as there were no existing or up-to-date records of Banjul City Council staff and scavengers working at the dump site. Gathering their names, contact information, addresses, shoe sizes, and all other details required for the training provided were proved to be a significant obstacle. Although it was expected that more scavengers than registered on the entry meeting will attend the activity, it was only 17 out of 54. Mbolo went every day to collect them in the morning at the dump site and to assure the training. So these are some of the problems you've had.
Yes, and all the related spendings on that training are here. That is the DSA and then the materials for safety gears and everything. I got them here.
All right.
Yes.
Now we applied to tender the notice of termination of MOU, dated 16th of May 2024, into evidence as an exhibit.
Yeah. And we also refunded some money to them. If you want, I can also tender that.
Yes.
Yeah. Due to determination, the rest of money that's left, we return.
The CityLink Austin Banjul, letter dated the 16th of May 2024, which has the subject notice of termination of MOU. This is admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/BCC/MS in brackets 1/008.
As a commission places.
Yes.
Now, you refunded them part of the initial 50% payment. Why was that?
Because the activities were not conducted, and that's the money balance that is left after doing what we had from the 50%, and then this money was not spent, and we had to return it back to them.
It was never spent.
Yes.
But did they ask for a refund?
No, we sent it back.
Okay, they didn't ask for a refund, but you sent it back.
Yes, we sent it back to them because when we had the termination, we had to make sure that the money that is not spent and is with us in the account, we return it back to them.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That probably will justify why you are more of a charitable organization.
Yes.
And not a profit-based organization.
Yes.
Okay, we'll look at that as well. It reads the termination letter. Dear Mbolo colleagues, on the 27th May of 2022, a memorandum of understanding was signed between Banjul City Council and Mbolo Association with the objective of implementing a wide range of activities at the Crab Island former upper basic school. These activities are part of the EU-funded project, CityLink Ostend, Banjul Partnership for Sustainable City Development. Due to delays in the renovation works at Crab Island, the implementation of these activities has been postponed. In 2023, Mbolo was, however, able to implement the waste management component of the agreed activities. On the 25th of October 2023, a proposal was sent to Mbolo through email to amend the MOU based on changed realities and needs within the EU-funded project. The email remained without reply, but on the 7th of February 2024, a financial and narrative report was submitted by Mbolo Association on the completed activities. On the 7th March 2024, a meeting was held between CityLink Banjul Austin representatives and Mbolo representative. It's supposed to be a Mbolo representative. It was agreed that Mbolo would no longer execute the remaining activities due to constraints related to time and finance. Notice is hereby given in line with clause 8 of the MOU to terminate due to Mbolo Association's inability to executing the remaining activities as a result of time and financial constraints. We write to give Mbolo a notice to terminate the contract and entered into on 27th of May 2022. As of the time of writing the letter, Mbolo remains engaged to deliver the following within the next 30 days, for which we would like to receive written confirmation. The first is the submitting of documentary of activities already charged in the financial report, submitting of purchased fridges and freezers already charged in the financial report, and spend the remaining balance on laundromat equipment or alternatively return the funds. So this letter is the reason why you returned the funds, and not that you had to do it unilaterally.
No, but the only way we know how to do things is to do it correctly. And I said to do it correctly.
Is to do it correctly.
Even without that, I would return it just like how it is.
Be it as it may, the letter is dated the 16th of May 2024. You paid back the money on the 29th of November 2024.
Yes.
All right.
Good.
So I had assumed that you paid the balance out of goodwill because that's the balance that was outstanding, as opposed to the fact that a request was made for a return or refund based on monies that were not expended.
Correct.
Correct, yeah. We apply to have the payment voucher from Mbolo Association. The number is 0204366 into evidence as an exhibit. The date is 29th of November 2024 for a refund of $211,830.96 bottles.
Payment voucher dated the 29th of November 2024 for the sum of 211,830.96 from Mbolo Association is hereby admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/BCC/MS in brackets 1/009.
As the Commission places. Sambou, I have no further questions for you for now. Unless there are questions from the commissioners, we want to call the Sambou's co-partner.
Thank you.
Yes, I just wanted a bit of a clarification on the issue of salaries being paid to Mr. Lamin Sonko. For the waste management and safety and hygiene activity. In July 30th, you paid Mrs. Sonko 26,862. And in August, you paid him the same amount. And 30th of July, you paid Adam Asanyang 22,148. And on the 22nd of August, you paid Adam Asanyang again 22,148. And the list goes on. The people that have been paid as salary, you have Babu Karjajusi, the procurement and accounting and logistics person. You paid $60,932. And Bakari Koli, the driver, you paid $11,148. So my question is, you signed the MOU, which was supposed to be effective 27th of May, 2022, and you started paying off salaries in July 30th, 2023. So what happened between 27th of May, 2022 to 30th of July, 2023?
Yeah, I think it will be in the best place for the finance to talk about that, the salaries. But if you have
You do not have any idea what transpired?
No, the thing is,
interim?
I have the staffs and I pay them, pay the social security and GRA, so they're supposed to have salaries for that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very
All right,
much.
we will ask them the question.
Okay.
Fantastic. Yes.
Mr. Sam,
Yes.
can you give us an overview of the waste management project? What were you supposed to do? Where were you going to collect the waste from? How were you going to manage it? How were you going to use it, as I heard you said, to generate electricity from domestic waste? And what can you just tell me the composition? How were you going to do this project?
Okay, sorry, it's not about electricity generation. It's, we do what we call house to house or markets. For instance, we had buckets that we give to the market vendors. Whenever they use in their vegetables, the ones that they don't need, they can easily deposit in the small bin. So that keeps the market clean. And then from that small bin, they can take it to the big bin. And then when the collectors come, these specific ones that are already separated, 100% organic, we can use to make compost out of it.
Yes.
And that compost can be, that's the how to call it, we call it the circular economy.
Okay.
Yes. That's how it's supposed to be.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yes, and normally we've already done that in Tujereng and it's successful. And currently also we're building one with KMC. We have that thing, and we're going to have the mechanical compost plant here in Bakau Garden for that, at least to be able to tackle that 60% of the waste.
But it had nothing to do with incineration.
No.
Okay, it was just
yes.
waste separation.
Yes.
Use it as compost, and okay, that's fine.
Yes.
I was just trying to
Understand.
link what you are saying in terms of waste management, and I understand it now.
Yeah,
You
thank
didn't go that far.
No, we didn't
right,
go that far.
okay,
That's
thank
it. We're successful in that, and it's really working.
Okay.
And it's
then
giving
it seems that you were going into the Albert Market,
yes.
where you're going to have this waste
Exactly.
being separated from source.
From source, exactly.
And then you will bring it out there to have the operational activities to change it into compost.
Exactly.
All right, okay,
Yes,
thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, Council.
Without with the witness.
So, Mr. Sambou, thank you so much. We will call you back. We will notify you when you come back to further clarify on issues.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you so much.
All right.
Good afternoon, Madam Witness. Good afternoon, Madam Witness.
Afternoon, how are you?
Welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and Related Matters. Stand here and face that camera. In which language do you wish to make your testimony? In which language do you wish to make your testimony?
Well, I think in English.
Okay. What is your religion?
I'm Christian.
Okay. Do you wish to swear by the Bible or make an affirmation? Do you wish to swear by the Bible or make an affirmation? You will swear by the Bible. Okay, Madam Chair, the witness wishes to swear.
Ms. Mbolo, I think I heard she said she's a Muslim. Can you please
No,
ask?
she says she's a Christian.
She's a Christian.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Madam Chair, the witness wishes to swear by the Bible. Can you hold the Bible and then repeat after me? Your right hand. Stand here and then face that camera. And then repeat after me. I, Silvia Gracia,
Silvia Llopar Gracia.
Silvia Lopa Gracia, do swear that
I do swear
I'll speak the truth,
I will speak the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you. You may be kindly seated. Madam Chair, the witness is sworn. I have the honor to hand over the witness for us to proceed.
Good afternoon, Madam Gracia.
Afternoon.
You are welcome.
Thank you very much.
Council, you may proceed.
Yes, please tell the commission your name.
My name is Silvia Llopar Gracia.
Your address in Gambia.
I live in Tujereng, Combo
Tujereng.
South. Yes, Tujereng village, Combo South.
Your educational background.
Yes, I am a bachelor's degree in environmental sciences, plus I have different certificates, postgraduate certificates in ISO 14001 and EMAS. I am also having an postgraduate certificate on international cooperation and a master's degree on NGO management.
Right. Did you say bioenvironmental science?
Pardon?
Did you say your first degree is on bioenvironmental science?
I am a B.C.C. on environmental sciences, yes.
Right, thank you. We had obtained your statement earlier.
Yes.
We'll give you a duplicate of the original statement. Please go through it. It has 2 pages and your name and a signature.
Yes, it's mine.
Thank you. We apply to tender the statement of the witness, Silvia Lopar Gracia. Did I say it right?
Yeah, more or less. Llopar Gracia.
Thank you.
Thank you very
The
much.
date is, you're welcome, 23rd of August 2023, into evidence and exhibit.
The statement dated the 23rd of August 2023 made by the witness is hereby admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/BCC/SLG/001.
As the commission places. Now, the reason why you're here is because of the MOU your association had, that is Mbolo association had with Ostend City project and B.C.C. Now, we understand that you have received 50% of the payment,
Yes.
but then the other 50% was not paid, and there were challenges that you have faced. Eventually, the MOU was terminated in accordance with the termination clause in clause 8, correct?
Correct.
Now, let me first ask, were you in charge of the finance? Because your other partner testified, Mr. Senghor, since your husband, testified here. Were you in charge of the finances of the project?
I am the Director of Finance, so I am in
Okay.
charge.
Then we are talking to or with the right person. Now, this project itself, why was it difficult for it to be executed?
Pardon, can you repeat it again?
Now,
Sorry.
why was it difficult for it to be completed?
Well, as you can see on the MOU, it was signed in 2022.
Yes.
However, we had to conduct different activities that they were aligned on the different components on, as you mentioned, they call it the Future Banjul project.
Yes.
That is an EU-funded project where the partners are Austin and B.C.C. So it was coming to agreement in 2022. We had to do several activities. Nonetheless, these activities, it could not kick off for several reasons. I believe that Mr. Sambou has already stated them, but basically we had to conduct several trainings, which it should be done at Crab Island. At that time, Crab Island was non-start even the renovation, and they were doing different assessments on how we could be conducting. Some of the activities, it should be done after the renovation per se. So that's why it took quite a long time to start. And then even though it was done some amendments to the original MOU, due to the different follow-ups, or we can say monitoring that this project received from the drum monitoring. So they make some changes, and that's why the different activities change along all these years. So this was one of the challenges, and basically why we start, we can say quite long time after it was signed, this MOU. Secondly, when we were implementing the activities, we could only start with the waste management activities, that it was the training. So it was quite challenging at that point, but we conducted, we believe successfully our part, that it was a training on waste management, basically that the staff, they understand what are the importance of their daily activities. But in addition, it's also the safety part, which is really important when you are dealing with waste. So we conducted also different trainings on safety. Apart, we provide them with the safety gears. In addition, for instance, it was highlighted by the Austin and B.C.C. that it will be important that also first aid is included on the training, because sometimes they could be facing some kinds of injuries. It will be good that they can be aware of the first actions they should take, and it was also a complementary activity of what they were doing with, for instance, the Banjul Red Cross. So that's why we also included this part. However, we had to do the entire record of the staff that they were having, as they are having different shifts. The person that it was our link passed away too, unfortunately. And the Crab Island renovation was really, the time that we started, we can say it was not in the best conducive environment to conduct the training, because it just started.
Yes. Now, you are the expert in this area.
Yes, I am. I've been working on waste management since 2000. I was working on the National Waste Agency in Catalonia. I am born in Barcelona, so Catalonia is the region. Afterwards, I was a civil servant in one city council on the metropolitan area of Barcelona, and waste management is one of the biggest portfolios that we are facing. I received several awards while I was there on implementation of innovation we can say, approaches on waste management, solid waste management from the
you
city
have-
council.
So you have experience in waste management.
Yes, I do have. Well, I have on solid waste management from what we call the households,
Right.
basically domestic on that end.
Correct.
Yes.
Now, did you take part in this training?
Pardon?
Did you take part in this training?
Yes,
You took part in the training?
yes.
You had some modules that you were leading?
Well, I prepare.
I asked that because I did not see your name in the report.
Yes, I just want that, let me explain to you. I prepare all the training. We have been working on waste management here in the Gambia since 2019.
Yes.
So basically, we have prepared from Mbolo a training that it could be basically understandable and for, we can say, people with low literacy background.
Right.
Okay, so I trained the staff and I was there in most of the trainings.
Yes.
But I was not the one really conducting because
the trainings.
it should be either in Mandinka or in Wolof. So unfortunately, I'm not fluent on that.
So the training was strictly either in Mandinka or in Wolof, not in English language.
Pardon?
The training was either in Mandinka, strictly in Mandinka or Wolof.
Basically, yes, because most of the workers on the cleansing service, they are not literate, so they speak local language.
Okay. That is more reason why Lamin, is it Lamin Sonko?
Lamin Sonko,
That
yes.
is your assistant.
Yes.
That is the more reason why he had to do the training.
Yes.
How many years had Lamin been working with you?
Since 2022.
2022.
Yes.
So by the time you've had a contract, he doesn't have knowledge. Let me say it that way.
Sorry,
Because
no.
2022 is when you had the MOU.
We signed the MOU in May 2022. Lamin was already in board and he was already trained, okay, because we had conducted several trainings before on waste management.
No, but what I mean is, Lamin joined Mbolo Association in 2022.
Lamin joined Mbolo in 2022.
That's what I'm saying. When in 2022?
He joined in, I think it was February 2022.
And you had this agreement when?
And the MOU was signed in May,
Yes.
end of May 2022. The first disbursement was July 2022.
Yes. Do you think Lamin had sufficient knowledge in waste management and in the project itself within 2-3 months?
Well, Lamin was already before on doing waste management.
Where?
In his, he belongs to a higher organization also.
Name?
The Gambia Environmental Alliance and then the Tujereng Development Youth Association.
Lamin had trainings and certificates prior to joining you in
If
waste
he-
management?
From them, no.
Okay.
It has from our side.
Exactly. So
Yes.
what I'm saying is for the amount of money to be spent to Mbolo, you will agree that it was best that the training be conducted by the expert. At the time, Lamin cannot be termed as an expert in this area.
In 2022, perhaps
Yes,
not,
no.
but in 2023, when it was this conducting, yes.
Yes, but we are much more focused in 2022 when the contract was signed.
Well-
he wouldn't have been an expert.
But then I will be conducting the training and somebody will be just translating.
Just what?
Translating.
Was
If
that
Lamin will not be there or will not be prepared, I will be the one conducting the training
Yes.
and then I will have someone translating.
Exactly. But that
Okay.
did not happen.
Did it not happen because the training was done in June and August 2023?
Right.
So it means after almost 15 or 16 months, Lamin was was with Mbolo Association,
Yes.
was recruited, and he was just working with waste management.
Yes, my issue is, from what we have heard, both from your other partner, your husband, and from you, it is just clear that it would have been best for you to conduct the training. There could have been translation, someone else to really help in the translation. But for Lamin, I mean, he was just an inexperienced person who was conducting the training.
Well, first of all, Malang Sambou is my partner on business.
Right.
And it can be the husband at the house. I
Right.
think that this is the proper way to work on that. Secondly,
I don't understand that point.
because you refer to Malang as my husband, so,
No, I said both your business partner
okay,
and your husband, just for identification, because he said that.
yes.
It didn't
But
come
I
from
just
me.
want to refer that at work, when we are at Mbolo,
Yes, at Mbolo.
he is my partner.
Yes.
And my husband is when we are
Yes,
at home,
why is that
please.
relevant?
Huh?
Why is that relevant?
Just because we are just seeking here if I am qualified or not. So I just want to clarify
No,
this.
you are qualified.
Okay, so
You are,
that's
my
fine.
opinion is you have told the commission, unless what you are saying is not true,
No,
which we have
it's
no reason.
absolutely true.
Yes, you hear me out. We have no reason to believe otherwise.
Okay.
You have told the commission about your experience and your education.
Yes,
Now, we look at the report that was presented by Mbolo. We see that the training was being run by Lamin for the most part. And I had challenged your partner that Lamin does not seem to be qualified. And now you had confirmed that Lamin was employed in 2022, the same year that you had the MOU with B.C.C,
yes.
which further clarifies the point
Well,
as to his qualification.
well, I believe so that what I'm telling you is that the first, when Lamin was contracted, it was in, I believe, February 2022. However, the training was conducted in July, August 2023. So Lamin, during this period, has conducted different trainings on foundation on
How long did it take you? How many years? No, please don't do that. I know
Sorry.
that I understand there may be an education language barrier, but
Okay.
I understand you didn't mean it that way. Just tell me that you want to just finish
Okay,
your sentence.
thank you.
Please proceed.
So Lamin, basically, we were training him on foundation on waste management since February 2022 until the time that he conducted this training. Anytime he goes and conducts the training, I can be next to him, I observe him, and I give feedback. We have seen that if I am the one conducting the training and it's not on the local language, sometimes people can get dispersed. So that's why we choose to do it on that way. So anytime Lamin is doing anything that it can be improved, we write it, and then afterwards we have a discussion and see how it can be done.
So he
much
was
better.
learning as the implementation was going on.
In 2022, in 2023, he was able to implement the basic by himself.
So do you call this basic training? Is this advanced training, or was it basic?
This is basic training.
It was basic.
It's basic.
Why was it basic? For the amount?
Well, one thing is the amount, the other thing is the content.
Is the what?
The content.
And who determined the content?
The content was to introduce them on what is basic things on waste, and then waste handling on that end, and safety and hygiene precautions.
This cannot be termed as basic. If you look at what you are supposed to do, that is not basic.
Well,
In fact, the reason why you could not implement entirely as per your agreement with B.C.C. is because it's not as basic as you are saying it is. And so therefore, the training was the training and the implementation was so complicated that you needed to have a conducive environment, so things needed to be in place. You understand that?
So,
And for instance, if you look at the MOU on page 3 of your MOU,
sorry, but I think that the MOU is in your hands. I don't know.
I can't hear you very well.
Sorry, I think that the MOU is not right now with me.
With you, okay, let me just read.
Sorry,
Let me just read it loud.
Yes.
Okay. It says that there should be to implement a pilot program on organic waste management in schools and organize training on processing organic waste and composition. This is not basic.
I'm sorry, this is I just want that we understand it well, as I said at
Yes.
as I said the beginning. From the managers of the project, they
Right.
have been changing our activities,
Yes.
okay? So this one was cancelled by them. So we only had to be doing the activities on training the cleansing service. So we conducted fully our training.
Where is the amendment or the cancellation document?
Well, it is with them.
Do you have it?
No, I don't have it. And that's why I request to them to send me all the amendments, and at the end they send the termination.
Yeah, because there have to be a document to amend this, what you have in the MOU.
That's true.
Yes.
And fully, when we came, I think it was 1 year or 1 year and a half to do our declaration.
Right.
As soon as your members already told us this, that's why we have been requested to them all these documents. Nonetheless, this, I believe they have it on all their project and their project reports that they have submitted to EU, otherwise they could not change the activities.
Now, one of the trainings that Lamin
Yes,
conducted
yes,
is on integrated municipal solid waste management system.
yes.
What is an integrated municipal solid waste management system?
Okay. Basically, the integrated waste management system is a system that you are considering waste as a resource, and therefore you don't collect all your waste mix, you collect it separately so you can have a high value of your resource then. And then it can be recycled, or it can be reused, or it can be transformed into a byproduct.
So in this particular module, the trainees would have had experience or knowledge about recycling as well.
In this particular model on
Right.
this integrated, okay, basically we wanted to give the idea that waste can be a resource, and that in the Gambia we should be moving towards an integrated waste management, and this should be collecting waste separately or segregated at source, and this goes with some coding with colors and what it is each and every one of the different waste streams. Specifically, when we conducted this, as it was another model on compost, we really emphasize also on the organic waste.
Does Lamin have experience in what you are saying?
Yes.
The answer is no. For that period, for that time,
Sorry.
possible.
Sorry, we are implementing one project that is called Tujereng Jambando,
Right.
that it has been right now implementing since 2022 in Tujereng, where we are collecting organic waste from market, and afterwards we have extended into households on organic waste, and afterwards we are transforming into compost into the garden.
That's why I said he was learning as at the time the project the training was on?
Well, after 16 months
Yeah.
that you hire him, I believe that he could have, in this country, we can say that he is one that could have much knowledge on
Now.
these regards in 2023 when we conducted the training.
Now he will. Before, the answer is no. The last question before we
Well.
go on break is, okay, is it time? We can. I am being signaled, I don't know whether it will be captured.
We will come back after the break. Madam Gracia, did I pronounce your name correctly?
Can I look, my first surname is Leopard because in Spain we are having, my first surname is my dad's surname and
Yes.
then my second one is my mom's surname.
Okay.
So my first surname is Leopard, my second one is
Okay,
Gracia.
so Madam Lopad Gracia.
Perfect, thank you.
So we will come back after lunch break,
Okay.
right? We are going out for break just for 1 hour. And we'll be back for you to continue your evidence. All right?
Okay.
We may rise.
Thank you.